As Annie said, I am from Houston, Texas. I graduated with a psychobiology degree from UC Riverside, but I've been in the financial service industry for the last 27 years. And in the past 5 to 7 years, we've been heavily focused on helping local refugees in our area in their resettlement stages. I'm under the leadership of directors Sharon Yu, Hannah Park, and Karen Kang, Team DBK. And last July, I started with Riman, and I struggled for about the first month and a half. And after a month and a half in the business, my husband, he told me, you need to quit this business. You're not making any money and you're wasting your time. So in return, I told him, you need to study this compensation plan and tell me if there's money here. If there's money to be made, then I'll continue. And if there's no money, I'll gladly quit. So he studied the compensation system, and obviously I'm here today, right? So we continue because he said there's money to be made here. But 3 weeks before the Irvine Convention last September, we decided that we're gonna go full force and we're gonna go to this convention. There were only 6 of us who attended the convention, my husband and I, and 4 other people. And at that time, I was just a senior manager. So I want to share with you my numbers prior to the convention and what happened after the convention to see how powerful it is. Let me see. Okay, so from July 1st to September 15, you can see that we only had 9 beauty planners, 0 managers, 0 senior managers, 0 team leaders, and our total production was only 12,146 business points. And the total income that I made was $2,838.55. You can see why my husband wasn't very happy. And then 10 weeks after the convention, from September 16 to November 30th, we had a total of 133 planners, 12 managers, 45 senior managers, and 2 team leaders. And we generated a production of 351,432 business points. So if you look at the numbers, our production grew 29 times. Our recruiting went up 20 times, and my income went up 19 times, which averaged about over $5,000 a week after the convention. Was it worth the initial investment? Was it worth the time for us to go to that convention? Absolutely. So I want to share with you what my income was the first 5 months. The first month, I made $481. The second month, $2,357. My husband was not excited. The third month, I made $6,000. The fourth month, once I became team leader, my income jumped to $20,325. And then the following month in November, my income jumped to $27,597. And you know what? We're just getting started. This is just the beginning of Riman. We're just getting started. It's, for everyone. And I believe, that this is doable for everyone. Right now, we have about 130 people set to go to the Anaheim convention in April, but our goal is to push it to 200. I believe we have a chance to do that. And if we can do that, I believe that we have an opportunity to dominate in 2024. But the only thing is we only have 4 weeks left. So this next week is very critical for my business and for your business. Everybody has to book their flights. Everybody has to buy tickets and, book their hotels. And, when you look at it, our role, all of us here are leaders, and our role as leaders is to lead our team. And our team has a better chance to succeed if they can gain the vision of where Riman is going and how big Riman is. And if their vision can be stretched, and it can only be stretched at the big event, because you and I, sometimes we won't have that ability to stretch their vision. Our responsibility is not to let our team lead us, but rather for us to lead our team. So just like you who are parents, Your children don't know any better. And so your job is to lead them and to guide them, even push and nudge them a little bit so that they can be successful. So if you have somebody in your team who wants to win, somebody in your team who wants to make it big in this business, make sure they go to the convention. You know, a great example that my husband shared with me is, you know, if you talk about the Grand Canyon, you can talk about it. You can talk about how beautiful it is, how grand it is. You can even show them pictures of how beautiful the Grand Canyon is, but they won't understand it until they actually go there and they see the magnitude of how beautiful it is, how grand it is, how incredible it is. And that's the same thing with the convention. You know, if you want to make ordinary income, then don't change what you do. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to make extraordinary income, if your people want to make extraordinary income, then they have to do extraordinary things. And I believe that going to the Anaheim convention is not something out of the ordinary. Your people's vision will change. Your people's vision will be stretched on how great this Riman opportunity is and what they can possibly attain. You know, when I went to the Irvine convention last September, I listened to so many speakers. And when I listened to them, all I could think of is, if that person can do it, I can do it. You know, so I believe that if you bring your people there and they see the speakers, they see how big this opportunity is, they will know that if any one of the speakers can do it, they can do it too. They can be successful. You know, I believe Riman's vision is bigger than each of our individual visions, but collectively, you know, when we gather together, then, you know, each individual will see a bigger vision of what they can achieve. So, you know, my message to you is just make sure you go to the convention, make sure you get as many people as you can to the convention so that all of us together as a company, we can grow and succeed together. God bless you.